Hey guys, it's Dean Gazowski with 3D Property Solutions. I want to cover a house that we're actually just put under contract here and give some general guidelines when you're dealing with a house that's got some issues and cover certain ways that it's been played out, and then how you might want to consider playing it in the future. So not that we're talking video games here, but think of it like this, all right? This particular house, and we're not going to share the address right now because it's not closed at the moment, but it's an excellent teaching point. The house was on the market for enough time to actually sell. However, it was not priced appropriately. All right, top end of the market over here in this neck of the woods is north of $300,000. This house had an outrageous cat smell. I mean, like, it socks you in the jaw once you walk through the front door. Okay, it was priced at roughly $250,000, which you would think anybody that's shopping for a house in this particular neighborhood, they smell a deal. Forgive the pun. You smell a little bit of a deal, but you walk in and the stench of cat odor is just too much for you to overcome, right? So that makes sense. You think price would actually solve that issue, right? $50,000 in instant equity, but here's where the listing agent really missed out, was that the house still needs a full rehab. I'm going through working the numbers here, and we're going to put at least $35,000 if we're easy on the rehab, and if we let it get out of hand, we're going to go 45 all day long. But here's the idea that you got to grab hold of. This house, it wasn't priced right, okay? What would have been the right price? Well, I know what we got it for, and that happened to be, what the owner named, but they were just frustrated because the agent put the house on the open market, and it had many showings and not even one lowball offer, which is suspect for your pricing capabilities in the first place. So, let me add this as well. You've got a scenario where you're walking into a full rehab, okay? And you, as agents, know this, all right? The house has just got something weird. It needs a full rehab. It needs to get rid of the cat smell. How do you even do that, right? We've got ways of taking care of it. But if you're unsure about pricing something, consider reaching out to us, right? This is what we do. Getting cat smells out of houses, I mean, we can do it, right? Might cost you a little bit, but just at the end of the day, you're still going to save face and be the resource of choice, because it's not, don't think of it like you're giving a deal away, right? As the agent, think of it as you're a real estate matchmaker. You need to connect that problem house with somebody who's going to be able to purchase it and not play games, right? So they're actually going to close on the deal. That's what I mean. So you sit down with your client and you say, listen, this one's a bit of a project. I know a guy who may be interested. Get that offer on the table before you actually name a retail price. That would be my suggestion, because if we look back at the history of this particular scenario, it was priced high, then the agent went in with a investor offer, and he still tried to collect his commission, and that really sent the seller over the edge. So if that's your tip of the day, that's something to walk home with, right? Get an opinion from somebody like us, 3D Property Solutions, and we can come out, no obligation, and we'll take care of you on the back end. So if it's one thing to remember, it's that. Call us first. My direct line, 248-940-1099. Dean Gazowski with 3D Property Solutions.